All right, good morning everybody. Welcome to another session here on Facebook Live. My name is Patrick France, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Glad to be with you all. Hopefully all my high flyers are doing well this morning, having a good morning. If you're anywhere around the southeast and getting hit by rain, hopefully you're staying dry right now. First one commenting in the day, Remy, good morning, hello, hopefully you're doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're tuning in from, but welcome all, welcome to our session. Today we're going to be talking about, if you couldn't tell by the topic or the title, why it pays to use the premium over the vital or the essentials or any other version. It may be the top tier, but it also comes with the most benefits that we're going to cover here today and show you how to get the most out of those extra features as well. So before I get started, Asan, good morning. Govinda, hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning, Richard, Robert, Patrick, like the name there. Alex, good morning. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Glad to see all my high flyers here this morning. My favorite time of the week. Glad to hear that, Mary Ellen. As always, if you're new here, what we're going to be talking about is utilizing the VectorVest Stock Advisory app. And we always start off by taking a look at what's going on in the market at the very beginning. Then we'll start to jump into our topic for the day. And then, as always, we finish off with the fan favorite of analyzing any stock that you want to take a look at and showing you how you can do exactly that in less than 20 seconds right from the palm of your hand from your device. So with that, let's go ahead. We'll jump right into it. Also, if you guys are like this stream, don't forget, as always, turn on notifications from the Facebook page. Also, hit the like button, hit the share button. All that helps me out, shows me you guys are enjoying the streams, and gets that information out to somebody that you may not even realize may need it. So, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that share button, get all your friends and family in here. Let's keep this group growing. We've got a great community here on Facebook. Glad to be with you all and glad to see the group continuing to thrive here. Thomas is asking, can we have VectorVest, VV Mobile open at the same time? No. So I use a separate account for the mobile. And as you can see, I have my main account for my desktop platform above me, which is real time. The mobile just strictly by itself is on a 15-minute delay. If you have any questions about that or want to, see what your options are in upgrading, by all means, go check out or give our support a call. They'd be glad to help you out. How do you set the RSI settings at 70 and 30? So Mark, not something that you do on mobile, but if you want to put the lines there, you can put those in by creating a line. Give our support a call if you're asking about the desktop platform. They'd be glad to walk you through that and make sure you get it all set up there. So with that, good morning once again. I see a lot of new people tuning in. Welcome all. Welcome everybody. Glad to have you all here. Glad to be with you all. Let's jump into the app and get started here for the day. So, as you can see right now, we are 3 ticks into the yellow. Therefore, the color guard is neutral, and VectorVest advocates buying stocks at this time, or does not advocate buying any stocks at this time. Sorry about that. All right, give me 1 second here. Got to get my cable working. Oh, there we go. Awesome. All right. Got it back. Sorry about that, folks. Apologize for the inconvenience. So we scroll down a little bit. We look at the color guard. We can see those 3 yellow lights first time in a few days. We've had red lights all across the board the last few days throughout this week. So seeing a little bit of relief coming into the market after such a big sell-off that we've seen here. But even with that uptick, the price is still lower week over week. RT is still lower week over week. Buy to sell ratio is still lower week over week. So all of our key indicators are still moving lower on a week over week basis. Therefore, the MTI is getting close to that oversold territory, not quite there yet. And the trend still remains in a down situation. So what does that mean for you guys? The first part of the trend column is looking at the weekly trend or the short-term trend of the market. Since it's down, that means we're down on a week over week basis. Second part is looking at more of the underlying trend, which is down because the MTI is below 1. And then for our most conservative investors, we get the calls column, which stands for our confirmed calls. Our confirmed calls are our most conservative timing system. They're our last signal we get to get in and our last signal we get to get out. Therefore, we never want to ignore a confirmed call change. Mary is asking, how do we know if we have the premium or not? So that'll be where you signed up for it, Mary. If you're on iOS, you can go into the App Store and check out your subscriptions to see what you're set up for. Or one of the easiest things to do is just simply give our support a call. You can ask them. They can make sure they have the right account, get you squared away. Got you, Mark. Sorry about that. Let's see. So Sam's saying my stocks are down badly. Well, Sam, make sure to stick around here. Come back every week. Because if your stocks are down badly right now, we've been talking about, the sell-off. We've been warning about that. This really should come as no surprise if you're following what VectorVest talks about week in and week out. Heard you're jockeying soon. Maybe. I was in the jockey club, what was it, earlier this week or last week, Michael? So I should be back there again very soon. Is the premium app available to subscribers or additional costs? So Peter, if you're on the desktop app, the premium is automatically included. If you're just simply a mobile subscriber, there's 3 different versions of the mobile app just for mobile. So it depends on which one you signed up for, but you can always upgrade, downgrade, move all in between, all of that there. All right. Art's asking, can I upload my portfolio? Yes, you can. On the desktop, you can. It's a little bit different depending on how you have it set up. You have to use CSV files on the app. You would just simply put in your stocks, put in your purchase price, and it'll take it from there. What is the Jockey Club? I like that question, Jay. All right, so let's get back into it. Sorry for the side there, or the distractions there real quick. So looking at our advances, as always, we like to take a look at the advanced declines, especially for what we talk about week in and week out. It tells us how many stocks are moving higher for the day, how many stocks are moving lower for the day. And typically we like to see a 2-to-1 bias. So right now we're sitting at 53% of stocks moving higher and 34% of stocks moving lower. Clearly not that 2-to-1 bias that we prefer. So therefore, telling us even though we have an up day, we'd probably be a little hesitant pulling the trigger on a swing trade, longer term trade, any of that here. As we scroll down, we take a look at the major indices. The Dow's up about 0.5%. NASDAQ being one of the biggest performers, up a full percentage point for the day. S&P coming in just slightly shy of the NASDAQ, up about 0.9% for the session. Overall, the VectorVest composite, which we feel gives us a better representation on what's actually happening in the market, is up about 0.5% here as well. All right. Should I ask support about getting desktop version, Galaxy Pad or iPad? So Brian, tablets, unless it's a Microsoft Surface Pro, only run mobile applications. They don't run full computer applications. So therefore, you're not going to be able to get the desktop version on an iPad or a Galaxy Pad, just because they don't have the full computing power that's necessary to be able to run full computer programs. But yeah, you can give our support a call. They can give you more info on it. But from a tech standpoint, you're not really going to be able to get the desktop version on your iPad. There are some caveats, but very, very niche to be able to do that. And I don't have the time to get into all of that for today. But give our support a call. They'd be glad to help you out there. All right. So as I mentioned, we have 3 different versions of the mobile app. We have the Vital, the Essential, and the Premium. Today, as always, we're going to be talking about the Premium because that is what I use. And I actually have a link in the description of today's video that you can click on and upgrade or subscribe to the Premium version just like you see here. Now, the Premium version is going to give you a lot more capabilities. First and foremost, one of the most important things with VectorVest is the market timing that we provide. We've never failed to signal a major market change, and we'll get you in within about a week or 2 of official tops and bottoms. That market guidance that we've been known for well over 30 years now is part of just Premium. If you don't have the color guard, you don't get the daily color guard report, definitely look into maybe upgrading to the premium, because this kind of information, especially watching the daily color guard report on a nightly basis, is one of the most powerful things and easiest things you can do to improve your investing right away. I've been here for well over almost 10 years now, and it's something when I went out on the roads time and time again, I talked to people over the phone, when I would work with customers one-on-one. It's one of the most beneficial things that they've always said for feedback wise that they've done to help improve their investing and get on the right track. If you look here, you get the daily color guard report. It's about a 5 to 10 minute long video, covers what's going on in the market tonight, what to expect for tomorrow, what news you need to be aware of, and how to prepare yourself for the next trading day. In essence, it's going to make sure that you never get caught off guard by anything going on in the market. So Andy, every single week we go live and we talk about, either different trading techniques, different updates coming out, new features, really anything about market or about investing, we cover here every Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about the differences between the three versions that we have. But, some days we'll talk about stop criteria, how to manage your portfolio, how to find new stocks depending on your investment style. We really do cover it all here. And Mapal, just give our support a call and they'd be glad to help you out, or go to our website. You can find all that there as well. All right. So getting back into it, daily color guard report. Once again, one of the easiest things, especially if you're new to investing or new to trading, to improve your investing and improve your accuracy of when you get in, when you start, tightening up to lock in some profits, is just simply watching that daily color guard report. Now on Fridays, we do a more thorough, detailed version of that video where we go into not only all of what I just mentioned, but also going into, the essay that we give every week, talking about the current economy, current economic, outlook, all of that. Everything that you're looking for to make sure that you're up to date with what's going on in the market can be found in that nightly video there for you. The second thing, and we use this a lot here every Thursday, is our watch list. If we go into the watch list, as you can see, right now I only have 3 created, a lot of them from our Facebook sessions, but with the essentials, or with the basic, you only get 1. With the essentials, you get 3, but with the premium, you get 10 customized personal watch lists that you can put as many stocks as you want into. This is a great way, especially if you have, multiple different portfolios with different brokers. You have one retirement account, one play money, whatever it may be, however you have your portfolio set up. Watch lists are a great way to track the stocks in your portfolios. Not only that, they're also a great way to track the ideas that you have of potential candidates you're looking to get into. So for example, you have, these few watch lists that I have right here, but we know the market's been selling off. We see the advanced declines. It doesn't look that strong, but we also know that the MTI is getting close to that oversold territory like we've talked about previously. So maybe we want to create a new one and put some ideas in there. So when the market does hit that bottom, we have candidates ready to go. We're prepared. We're not trying to rush ourselves and maybe miss something. So this gives you time and gives you a place to keep your thoughts and your good ideas all in one location, so it's easy to find. And as I mentioned earlier, or as I've mentioned in the past, we've talked about it recently, the ability to use widgets. Widgets allow you to see everything that you want, either watch list, timing, all of that, directly from your phone without even having to log in. And if you have a watch list set up, you can customize that and put those stocks in so you can check them on the go and find them really fast to save yourself a lot of time. How do I delete stocks from a watch list? Great question, Lewis. So let's go ahead. We'll take the ETF watch list, for example. If you want to delete it, just simply slide it to the left and it's gone. Slide to the right, nothing happens. So just slide to the left. And that'll delete it. Or you can do the menu in the upper right, go to select stocks. You can select them. And then, so it doesn't give you the ability to delete multiple at a time. I was thinking that was in there yet, maybe a beta version that I've been testing. But so for right now, just slide to the left and it'll delete it right out of there for you. All right. That MTI goes a long way. Yeah, I agree, Michael. Couldn't agree more. MTI, there's that saying that we say time and time again. Keep your eye on the MTI. The MTI is a very powerful tool to help you know where we're at in the current wave of the market. All right, so that's how you would delete it out of there. But yeah, having 10 watch lists, make sure that you have plenty of watch lists to put different ideas in, different portfolios in, and be able to really get everything you're looking for all organized, especially if you're like me. I like organization. I like having things broken down different ways, and having up to 10 watch lists can allow you all the customizable ability to be able to do that. So the next thing that we're going to get into, we talk about this a lot, is the watch list. Now, you do have access to the hot picks and all that, but one thing that's unique with the premium is the premium watch list. Here's where you'll get some of the best picks and some of our more sought after features, if you will. Here you can find coronavirus stocks. It's been in there for a while, helping people out with finding stocks that can take advantage of with the current pandemic that we're experiencing. And especially with everybody talking about a potential uptick coming into the fall, this could definitely be a hot ticket item. And even just, utilizing this watch list, if we get a second uptick, could instantly pay for itself right there. Where can I retire before? So Louisa, give our supporter a call. That is not something that I have on the mobile right now. That was something done by, I think it was Jim Penham, most likely, talking about a retirement. He's our retirement specialist. I don't have that information offhand, so just give our support a call. They can help you out with that. But also Midas Touch stocks. If you're a swing trader, Midas Touch stocks are phenomenal. Top VST stocks, great for swing trading as well if you're looking for high momentum stocks. But then some of the other ones that are more customized that we've put in here come from actually, our group that we have here over the last couple of years here on Facebook. One that was really requested that we've added is going to be the Daily Boomers % price change. If you're a day trader looking for explosive stocks, this is a phenomenal tool. Anybody who's in our jockey club knows this is one of my favorites to use, especially for day trade capabilities, because it's going to find stocks that are really popping at any given time throughout the day. Also, some other features that came from you guys are our ETF watch list. Index ETFs for bullish, for the upside, and contra ETFs for bearish. Now, we've talked many a times about, the ability to use contra ETFs, how to identify which ones you should be using, and how to hedge your portfolio utilizing the contra ETFs. Well, this only comes with a premium. This in itself can easily pay for the added increase from, the essentials to premium. Having the ability to find these ETFs quickly and easily, and having the ability to use them early on in a downturn, especially when you combine it with the market timing, can help save your portfolio from any losses and actually help increase and turn a profit in a downturn. So these are some great opportunities here when the market is pulling back to offset some of your losses, stick in your portfolio a little bit longer, and be able to ride out some of the sell-offs that we experience in the market. So once again, you can, if you're not looking for the downside, let's say the market's bottom, we're getting ready to see a rise in the market, you can go with the bullish ones and take advantage of the upside with minimizing your risk and helping diversify yourself by taking advantage of some of these broad-based ETFs that we have in here. What was that you recommended for day trading? So nods. That's going to be the Daily Boomers % price change. This is going to be looking for those high flyers, high momentum stocks at any given time throughout the day. Just taking a look, we have POLA. Big update here today. Let's go take a look at the 1 day. Could have easily made money with this one. Let's go take a look at the next one. Pinterest. Pinterest has had a lot of news headlines here recently. But looking at it, caught a nice rally throughout the day, but seems to be taking a little bit of a breather right now. If we go take a look at a month, starting to pop, could find a green line breakout, something we've talked about many a times here. Is this a good bottom fishing point? Not yet. Take a look at some of the videos that we've done in the past, Louisa. We've talked a lot about bottom fishing, what indicators you want to focus on. So just go to our live section. You can see all of our recorded live streams that we've done and find a whole session on bottom fishing there. Multiple sessions on bottom fishing, actually. So yeah, daily boomers percent price change, great for you aggressive day traders out there. Also, I see a lot of new faces coming in, a lot of new people just starting to tune in. So as always, if you are liking today's session, you guys like the VectorVest Stock Advisory app, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button. All that helps me out and shows me you guys are enjoying today's stream as well. So what else do we have with the premium? We've talked about the ability to get the market timing, which is crucial. We've talked about the ability to have up to 10 watch lists, so that way we can really get a handle and keep our portfolios and ideas organized. We see some of the hot stocks we come into, or some hot stocks we can find with the premium list that can easily pay for itself and give you access to stocks that you may not have ever seen elsewhere. They could be flying under the radar, but really good performers. We've had a lot of those over the years. These are where you can find those ideas. Session in Facebook or YouTube. So Facebook. All of our sessions that I do here, Louisa, for the last almost 3 years, I think it is, are all on Facebook. Now we're starting to put some of those on our YouTube channel as well, but for the most part, everything that you can find is on our Facebook page. All right, so the last thing that you get as well is the screeners. Screeners is something that, really goes unnoticed by a lot of people unless that they're there. They're more of a hidden gem inside the mobile app, if you will. So we'll take a look at the featured screens first and foremost. And first at the very top, safest stocks with buy ratings. We've probably talked about some of the safest stocks with buy ratings, a handful of times over the years. And these are some great fundamentally sound stocks you can buy for long-term holdings, more of your retirement portfolio, if you will, your nest egg, if you will. But also, this is where you can find stocks dependent or based upon your investment style or your investment sentiment, however you want to word that there. As you can see, you get prudent stocks, conservative stocks, aggressive stocks, speculative stocks. We have a few other options for, but we see a lot of different options for speculative investors. The main thing is the prudent, conservative, and aggressive. This will find stocks that match your specific investment style. We've talked about it. Maybe this could be something we go back and look at again here soon. But the main thing, when we look at that, we categorize and we show you how to categorize yourself of what style of investor you are, and then how to utilize that and find stocks to keep your plan matching your sentiment. Penny stocks, Rick. Yeah, we do track penny stocks. They may not be some of the best stocks in here. They may not make it into some of the lists, but yeah, we do track penny stocks. But for example, we take a look at prudent stocks. We get a lot of great companies. REGI comes up. I see a lot of people asking me this week in and week out. Enphase is in this list. Logitech, Zoom. So a lot of familiar names coming into this list. The conservative plays, Old Dominion, ROP, a new one coming in here. MasterCard, Skyworks, Cooper, Nike, Visa, a lot of familiar names. Once again, you guys ask about these stocks a lot, and you can find them right here from the conservative list. Aggressive stocks. So if you're looking for more volatile ones that you can take advantage of with some momentum behind them, willing to increase your risk for that ability to potentially increase your long-term reward, increase your reward, can be found right here as well. Just one of them, Cash, up 20% so far for the day alone. Good long-term potential. A little bit more risky than the average stock out there, but really strong momentum. All these kind of stocks can be found quickly and easily right from the comfort of your own device here. this is really where the power of the premium app pays for itself. It gives you those ideas that you're not going to find anywhere else, makes them easy to find, quick to find, so that way you can make faster decisions, smarter decisions, and better decisions based upon your investment style to help you get more or have more success in the market. And as I stated, as I stay week in and week out, our goal here is to help you become financially independent by utilizing the market to make a living off of, rather than, having to work a 9 to 5 or, work more than 40 hours a week. That's the message that when I first started here over 10 years ago, or about 10 years ago, Dr. DeLito told to us. And that's kind of the mentality that we have here as a company and as a team, really, of what our goal is to help our subscribers and to help our users become financially independent through the stock market, through trading, options, all of that. Let's see, which one was it with all the familiar stocks? So Mary, it depends on your investment style. If you're more of a long-term investor, conservative stocks are going to have ones that you're going to be pretty familiar with. If you're looking for, good long-term potential and also less risk, that's going to be under the prudent. And if you're going to be looking for, more in and out, very short-term swing trades, that's going to be your aggressive stocks. Live stream. So Shelly, this is live right now, but if you want to watch any of our previous live streams, you can go to our Facebook page. Just click on the live tab and you can find a recording of all of our live streams there. Hang, glad to see you in here. All right, use the screener all the time using my watch list. Awesome, Al, glad to see it. And yeah, that's something that's unique. Once again, the screener, something that's unique that can't be found in any other version of the app. And one of the things that is even more unique, if we go into the Explore screens, something that's been added by you guys, it was a request from you guys, is bottom fishing. Bottom fishing is something that I've never seen anywhere else out there. VectorVest has done a phenomenal job over our 30 plus years of being around. And bottom fishing is an extremely powerful tool for any trader out there. This isn't going to be for, the retirement minded or the conservative minded. This is going to be more of an aggressive trader, but has the ability to produce phenomenal gains in a very short period of time. Bottom fishing, for anybody who's new or maybe not a VectorVest subscriber already, is when combined with the market timing, bottom fishing helps find the most beaten up stocks in that downturn. So when the market starts bottoming and we start to see a reversal, you can jump on board with those stocks that are the most beaten up, because those tend to have the biggest rebound or snapback effect. If you can, think about it like a rubber band, those tend to have some of the biggest snapback effects when the market starts to rally. And that's where the really big gains can come from, is in that first couple of weeks as the market really blasts off of the bottom fishing really shines. Now, bottom fishing is not to be used after every down day, for example. It's for, market corrections, market sell-offs, pullbacks, healthy corrections. That's when bottom fishing is most effective. Now, if the market is just going up and up and up, not really going to be the most effective tools to get the most bang for your buck. But, for example, when we had that sell-off back in March, bottom fishing off of that bottom was a very powerful tool to be able to use, and could only be found as if you're on the premium stock advisory. Sam's coming in. Hey, Sam, hopefully you're doing well. Bottom fishing, for example, but TUP at $2, 1,000 shares. Now it's almost $30. Whoo! Glad to hear it, Sam. That is awesome. Yeah, Tupperware now actually making headlines. You see all the major news stories talking about it. Bottom fishing has really produced some extremely powerful stocks over the years. One stock that was one of my favorites was AMD, I believe it was. back 5-6 years ago, and it was barely $2, $3 a share. Now look what AMD is doing nowadays. That is the power of bottom fishing, is to help find grossly oversold stocks that have the highest probability to rebound off of those bottoms there. Premium does not, Rick. Derby is only for desktop users. It's not going to be talked about. I mention it from time to time because we have some Derby users in here, but I don't really get into that because it's not a mobile. It's not a mobile feature. It's a desktop feature. How many stocks should one have in one portfolio? So Mike, great question. When it comes to managing your portfolio, typically we advocate for around 10 because you can divide, your portfolio evenly between that. But it really, if you have a smaller portfolio, 5 to 10 is usually adequate. If you have a larger portfolio, no more than 20. The main thing is to divide your capital evenly between those. So, hopefully that answered your question. 10 is a really good number, easy to do the math for. But, I understand some portfolios having only 10 stocks, that's putting a lot of cash behind each stock. You may not feel comfortable with that, but no more than 20 stocks in a single portfolio. If you have multiple portfolios, break them down 10 each. But if you're trading all in one portfolio, you have more than 20 stocks, then you really want to consider reanalyzing your portfolio. Can I upload direct from Morgan Stanley all at once? Art, I'm not sure what you mean by upload direct. Once again, call our support, ask them. That way they can get, all the pieces that you have to be able to answer that question more thoroughly for you. All right. It was $3 at the time. Yeah. All right. So with that, that's really the main things we want to talk about here today. If you guys are already on premium, you guys haven't already hit that like button, hit that like button. If you guys want to share this with all your friends, show them what they're missing out on, show them all the extra benefits to the stock advisory and how it can help their portfolio, please hit that share button. All that helps me out, continues to grow our community, gets new faces in here. And honestly, the feedback you guys give me is what I take in when coming up with new ideas, new functionality, new features to add into the stock advisory to make it the most encompassing trading app out there for you. So with that, if you guys have any questions on your own, your own accounts, or, want to see how certain features work on your own accounts, or have stocks that you want to take a look at today, let me know in the comments section. Let's go ahead, take a look at your stocks here. But also, let me know as well in the comments what your favorite feature inside the mobile app is currently. Is it the widgets? Is it the screener? Is it the timing? Is it the premium lists? Is it your watch list, portfolios? Let me know what features you guys like to see in the comments from the mobile app as well. All right, so coming in, we get, of course, Jay's first guy in the list here today, JD. So let's go ahead, take a look. As always, to take a look, we just tap on the magnifying glass in the upper right and just go ahead, type in our symbol, JD. Oh, there we go. So JD, poor long-term potential, but not by much. Great safety, solid fundamentals. Slight or steady uptrend, what you'd expect to see from more of a conservative stock. Therefore, stock is favorable right now. Let's see. Apps, great long-term potential, solid fundamentals, so less risk associated with it. However, it's in a slight decline here, so the stock is favorable, but really need to see that timing pick up a little bit. JKS. JK Solar, great long-term potential, a little bit more risk involved with it though. Nice steady uptrend. Overall, stock's favorable. Let's see. MRK. MRK. Great long-term potential. A little bit more risk associated with it, though. It's in a steady decline. Therefore, the stock's about average, slightly favorable, but not the time to be into it. High earnings year, prices down. So, Luisa, one thing to remember, markets don't trade on historical data, rather than more of expectations of the future. That's always something to keep in mind when looking at, earnings announcements, prices, all of that. Is McDonald's a buy? Let's see. MCD. McDonald's is currently rated a hold, as you can see in the upper left. But McDonald's, poor long-term potential, solid fundamentals though. Timing, a little less than to be desired. Still in a slight uptrend, but not by much. Therefore, stocks slightly less than average. ULTA. Let's go take a look. ULTA, poor long-term potential, but decent fundamentals. A little less risk associated with it. However, timing, not the time to be into it. Therefore, stock is not favorable right now. NIO. NIO has poor long-term potential, a lot of risk associated with it. So it's a speculative play, but strong momentum, getting the headlines, seeing a huge push higher. So therefore, for you speculative investors, definitely favorable right now. PRPL. Herbert asking about how to add widgets. Just go back, go to our live section, Herbert, on our Facebook page, and you can find the announcement and the demo that we did on how to add widgets just a few weeks ago. It was something that came out with the iOS 14, and Android will be out very shortly. All right, so PRPL, good long-term potential, but does have some extra risk associated with it here. You have a steady, nice uptrend, therefore stock's favorable right now. TWTR, Twitter, poor long-term potential, a lot of risk associated with it, but high momentum play, therefore stock's favorable. UPRO and DYLD I bought today. Let's go. UPRO, this is going to be an ETF. So therefore, the main thing to focus on is the timing. A little speculative there, Sam, but timing's at 0.7, tells us it's in a steady decline. It is moving higher right now. I'd just be careful with that. TMUS, T-Mobile, poor long-term potential, but solid fundamentals. It's in a steady decline, therefore not favorable for the time being. We've done NIO. Let's see what else we have. MARA, M-A-R-A. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So MARA, poor long-term potential. A lot of risk with this stock. It's in a steady decline. Therefore, stock's definitely not favorable right now. Pinterest has poor long-term potential, a lot of risk associated with it. You're getting a lot of momentum, though, because it is making some headlines. We looked at this earlier. Therefore, stock's favorable for you short-term momentum traders out there. Snap, same situation. MSFT. There we go. Microsoft, you have great long-term potential, solid fundamentals, so less risk associated with it. However, timing, not the time to be into it right now. Therefore, the stock's favorable, but need to see that timing pick up to give us that entry point. NTES. So NetEase, poor long-term potential, but really solid fundamentals. Consistent long-term longevity in its earnings. However, timing 0.91 tells it's in a decline. Therefore, good stock, just not the time to be into it. Awesome. Love the daily color guard. Glad to see it. Let's see what else we got. NPI. So MPI, is it foreign stock? MPI FF maybe? About average long-term potential, but does have a lot of risk associated with it. You're in a steady uptrend for the time being. Therefore, the stock's about average. However, it's not really trading right now. I'd be careful with that one. EXAS. EXAS. Poor long-term potential. A lot of risk associated with it, or a little bit more risk associated with it. However, really strong momentum behind it right now makes the stock favorable for the time being. NCLH. It's been a while since I've seen the cruise liners coming up here. Let's take a look. NCLH. Poor long-term potential. A lot of risk associated with the stock. You have a steady decline. Therefore, stock is definitely not favorable for the time being. NXST. There we go. Great long-term potential. Less risk associated with this stock. However, timing, not the time to be bullish on it or not time to be long on it. Therefore, stock's good, just not the time to be in it. Let's see. Visa. Poor long-term potential, but solid fundamentals. Company consistently makes money quarter over quarter, year over year. However, right now, time just to be sitting on the sidelines on it. Let's see. REGI, let's take a look. REGI. There we go. Great long-term potential, solid fundamentals, really nice steady uptrend. Stock's definitely favorable. BA, poor long-term potential, a lot of risk associated with this stock. It's in a steady decline. Stock is definitely not favorable right now. Let's see, SNE. SNE, going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on this, especially with the console wars coming up this year with the next-gen consoles. You got Sony with the PS5, Microsoft with the Xbox Series X. Going to be interesting to see which one leads. So you are going to be speculating a little bit if you're trading it off of that reason alone. So with Sony, though, you have poor long-term potential, but great money maker, consistent earnings. Timing, it's in a steady uptrend, so stock's favorable for right now. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Mike. Glad you're enjoying today's session. Let's see. NVAX. So NVAX, great long-term potential, but to get that potential does come with some additional risk. It's in a steady decline, really falling like a rock. Stock's favorable for the time being, basically average, but with that timing tells us not time to be long in it right now. Let's see. DAR, you have great long-term potential, a little bit more risk associated with it, however. Nice steady uptrend, stock's definitely favorable. And we'll do two more here. ERY. So energy bear. Interesting to go bearish on the energy sector since it's been one of the bright spots in the market recently, but we'll follow it. Timing at 1.64, really strong uptrend. So right now, yeah, I see why we're bullish on it. And then finally, we'll do one more. EXROF. Oh, if I could type it. There we go. This one, definitely a speculative play right now. You have poor long-term potential, a lot of risk associated with it. You're in a steady decline, therefore the stock's not favorable. But after the big run-up this one has had, for you speculative traders, definitely keep an eye on this one. This could have some great potential. If you haven't already done the research, take a look into this one. This could be a big winner in the future. But for the time being, it is speculative. You are speculating that it's going to be that big winner, and the timing is down right now, so therefore we got to stay away from it. All right, and if I didn't get to your stocks, I do apologize. If you're already a subscriber, just click on the little magnifying glass inside the app. type in your stocks. You can do the same analysis you saw here today. If you're not a subscriber, go to the App Store, download the app. There's a 2-week free trial to give it a test run, and you can do the same kind of thing here. Or as always, you can always come back every single week. We go live at 11 a.m. Eastern here on Facebook, and you can always put in your request then, and we can get to them at that next week as well. But for the time being, we're still 3 ticks into the yellow. The color guard is neutral. We don't advocate buying any stocks at this time. We have 3 yellow lights across the board, still down in the trend column. Looking at our advances and declines, haven't really moved very much. Advances still sitting at about 52%. Decliners sitting at about 36%. Not the 2-to-1 bias we need to see. So therefore, today is a day we're just going to be sitting on our hands, waiting for things to really develop. And on that note, folks, it's been my pleasure being with you here today. I hope you all have a great rest of your trading day. Have a great weekend. And as always, if you haven't already done so, last minute reminder, hit that share button at the bottom right, hit that like button in the bottom left. All of that helps me out here and gets this community continuing to grow, keeps new ideas and new people coming in, which is really what we're trying to accomplish and help more and more people reach that financial independence that they're looking for. So on that note, thank you all for tuning in today. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And make sure to be here at 11 a.m. Eastern next week as we kick off another session here on Facebook. Bye for now, everybody. Take care.